Well, welcome to today's training and webinar. I'm your host, Wesley Smith, here with Tree Service Digital. We're also on Facebook, Tree Service Marketing Secrets, our podcast, Tree Service Marketing Profits. So wherever you've seen us or heard about us, I'm glad you're here. This is a very important topic with your digital marketing, and it's called the Google Maps Playbook of 2023. It's kind of what all you need to be doing on your Google Maps, Google business profile to get it to show up in the top 2 or 3 results at the top of the page, right below the paid ads. So just want to make sure you kind of know everything that it takes to basically get that ranked up at the top. We're having a humongous storm here in Atlanta, Georgia right now. So you may hear some thunder booming in the background there, and hopefully the internet stays consistent here. But this is a very, very important topic about your digital marketing as a whole. Like normally we do a full program for our clients, and it's kind of different chunks, different bite-sized sections of the digital marketing as a whole. And Google Maps is one of them. And it's super, super important. So I'm very happy that you joined us today. It means that you really care about your digital marketing and want to get more calls and business from the internet. So I'll go ahead and share my slide here, and that way you can see it. And then we can get going with the webinar here. All right, we've got a chat open as well today. So if you guys are on chat, you have any questions, hey, pop them in the chat really quick. I'm happy to answer those as I take a break here and there and get water. And just, leave your questions in there. I'll be happy to take care of it. Can you guys see these slides behind the camera here? Just want to make sure it's not showing the window behind, that, and it's not showing the actual internet browser, but it's actually showing the PowerPoint slides there. I'm pretty sure it is. So I'll go ahead and get started. If you guys can pop it in the comments or the chat section, just let me know you can see everything. But we'll go ahead and get started. This is the Google Maps Playbook for 2023. And this is for tree service, arborist, and tree care contractors across the country, anywhere across the world, actually, who want to get better results on the Google Maps. And the Google Maps is a super important place that you want to show up for with your digital marketing, because there's a lot of people that call the Google Maps still. And I'm going to show you the statistics today of why this is so important to get your business ranked on the Google Maps. So I'm super glad you're here. I'm pumped. Let's go ahead and get started. So what we go over typically is the digital dominance method with our clients. And this is basically everything that is entailed on the internet when people do searches to get more calls and business coming in from the internet. So this is kind of how to dominate digitally on the internet in your local market. And we go over all of this. If you missed our 2023 marketing plan webinar for tree service, we did that previously earlier this year. So you can check out that replay on YouTube. It's your 2023 marketing plan for tree service. We go through the entire digital dominance method and everything we do for our clients on online marketing there. But today we're just going to go a little specific section of it about the Google Maps, a little bit more in detail about the Google Maps. And it's part of number 1, which is your SEO, right? Your local SEO, your maps section, your reviews, your ratings, your reputation. So I'm really excited that I'm going over this because it makes such a huge difference with our clients. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this. Like, we're going to go over kind of some things that could really help you 2 or 3 extra call volume over the next couple of months if you really focus on this particular aspect of your digital marketing. So if you could turn off your cell phones, turn off Facebook. If you're serious about doubling and tripling the leads that you pull from your Google Map listing for tree service, the next 20 or 30 minutes will be critical. And it's going to be quick, to the point. No fluff, no sales stuff, just all about content, what's going to help. Here's what we're going to cover today. So that we're going to cover the latest updates with the Google Map listing. We're going to cover the 5 biggest issues that could be preventing you from ranking on the Google Maps. Our proven model for ranking in the 3-pack, so in the top 3 on the Google Maps there. And the best tools to systematize and automate the heavy lifting for reviews, directory listings, and citations, and all of that stuff. So why the internet? A lot of people are like, well, why do I need to rank on the Google Maps? Maybe if you're not aware of how big the internet is these days, but there's been a massive transition from offline marketing, of course, to online marketing. And some of the offline marketing strategies still work really well too, for that matter. Statistics tell us that more than 77%, it's probably higher than that, 80+% of consumers go online when looking for tree service or any home health, home type care services. There's over 10 million internet searches every month for tree service and tree removal related searches and different variations of that. So it's a big, huge search. People are searching this all day, every day. Do you want your share? And all it takes is a little tiny sliver of those searches in your local area to get dozens and dozens of calls a month for people searching and looking for a tree service contractor. So you may be asking yourself, why should I listen to this guy? Who is this guy? Who am I, and why should you listen to me? So my name is Wesley Smith, and I'm the CEO and founder of Tree Service Digital. And we only work with tree service businesses, tree care, arborists across the United States and Canada for their digital marketing. It's all we do. We do this every single day. But I've been in the internet marketing space now close to 10 years now. I'm the author of the book, How to Win with Internet Marketing for Tree Service Contractors. And you can get your free copy of this book by going to our website, treeservicedigital.com. Towards the bottom of the page, you'll see Get a Free Book. Click on that, put in your information. We'll ship you a free copy. It's on the website. We specialize in tree service contractor internet marketing. We have expert web development and digital marketing team in-house. We've worked with over 100 tree service contractors across the United States, and we know what works to generate a flood of new business for our clients who are looking to grow and do have that commitment to grow their business. We're also members of TCIA and a few other organizations, just like you probably. And this is going to help you, increase your sales, enhance your online reputation, drive more calls, leads, and profits. Hey, everybody wants to know about that, right? Increase repeat and referral business for your business. That's what all of this is going to help you. That's what we're on today. Do the Google Maps matter? Big question there, right? Again, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. The chat is open. So if you have a specific question about your business or anything like that, just pop it in the chat. I'm happy to answer it when we take breaks. So we'll probably take one or two of them coming down the road. If you have any questions about your particular Google map or question about that, let me know. So Google Maps do matter. Here's why. About 45% of local clicks and calls still come from the Google Maps, right? This is not paid ad section. This is not paid. This is not pay per click. This is not pay per call like the local service ads. This is just in the Google Map pack, in the Google Map listings, the organic sections of the local SEO, right? 45% of the clicks. And the reason is because a lot of people feel like these listings here, these Google Map results, are local results. They're more local. They're closer to where I'm standing in proximity to my house or to my business when I'm doing this search. Tree service near me, tree removal near me, tree removal my city. Those types of searches generate these results on the maps. And a lot of people like the maps better because it looks like a local search. So you want to definitely take notice of the Google Maps. It really helps everybody's business. So yes, the Google Maps do matter, and they matter a whole lot. And it's affirmative. Google Maps drives a lot of calls. You can't rely on pay-per-click alone. Now, you can, if you want to get leads coming in right away. Pay-per-click is awesome for that, right? Like you can literally throw up some ads in a week, less than a week, couple days, get up a landing page for the ads to be clicked on and start driving calls to your business right away. Same thing with Google local service ads. You can start getting calls within a couple of weeks after verification process is completed, the background check goes through, your insurance is uploaded, boom, you start getting calls. But if you don't focus on the maps and you don't focus on your website that ranks right below the maps, you're missing all of those organic leads. And on the first page of Google search for tree service, tree removal, tree trimming, that organic section is over half of the leads. So it's probably about 55 to 60% of all the leads on the first page go to the maps and the organic website links below the maps. So it's a huge, huge opportunity if you're not doing that today. So here's the biggest changes over the past year since I did this presentation last year. Google Business Profile is now managed on the search page. So typically if you're logged into your Gmail on your computer and then you open up your Google Business Profile, you're just going to see the search page now with your business on the right-hand side that shows your business information, your company name, the reviews, the address, the phone number. And then you'll see the little buttons and the little sections where you can click to manage your info, manage the reviews, manage your postings, different things like that. So it's not a dashboard anymore per se with the Google My Business dashboard like it was in the past. Now it's just you click on it, click on your Google Business Profile link, and it opens up in the search results. That's been the biggest change of like where everything is. So a lot of people were confused on that, and I actually put a urgent YouTube video up last year about how the Google Maps has changed. Check out this, how to manage it now. So Google is also serving paid ads in the Google Maps results. And what we found is it's mainly showing in the Google Maps. When you see those little ads at the very top of the Google Maps, when you click in there, it's mainly showing the local service ad results. So the Google local service ads, people who are Google guaranteed verified, those are the ones that are showing in the maps now at the very top. So you definitely want to do the local service ads. We'll go over that briefly here in just a minute as well. That really helps kind of give you a little kick in the pants for the Google Maps. They kind of reciprocate that favor. If you pay for leads in Google local service ads, they help you in the maps too. But Google local service ads, they're live in most major markets across the country now. Local service ads plus Google Maps is a very good combination. And it's critical to complete the advanced verification process when you're doing the local service ads. But if you really want to dominate, here's the maps plus the Google local service ads, which are commonly referred to as the Google guaranteed ads. If you see right here, when someone does a search for like tree trimming near me or tree service near me or something like that, the first set of results is going to show you this Google guaranteed section here at the top. And what this does is this syncs up to your Google business profile on the maps. And so since it shows all the reviews from your Google Maps listing, then it posts all of those to your Google local service ads listing as well. And what we've noticed is over the past year or two, it's not 100%, factual, but it's pretty likely that Google's doing this. Once you get verified in this Google local service ads section right here and you become Google guaranteed, you get a little boost, sometimes a big boost in your SEO rankings for your Google map over here, right? So the first set of results is going to be the Google local service ads. Then you're going to see the ads, the Google ads below that. And then you're going to see the map section with the results in the maps right here, right? So you put that in there. And then usually what Google's doing is people that are paying for these calls in the Google local service ad section, the Google guaranteed ads, they give them a little boost here in the local SEO for the maps. We've seen it. We can't completely 100% confirm this, but it appears that they're doing that behind the scenes. So I just want to let you know, if you've got a Google map listing, if you got good ratings, good reviews, go ahead and get verified on the Google local service ads. Like we do this for every one of our clients as part of our program. And it really, really helps drive a lot more calls. So just make sure you're doing that if you can, okay? It's really not that hard to get verified, but you do have to pass a background check, criminal background check, that type of thing. And so here's how it impacts the search results. Maybe you can see, hopefully you can see this really well, but the Google local service ads, the Google guaranteed, when someone does a search, like we mentioned just a few minutes ago, for like tree service near me or tree service my city, etc., you're going to see up here at the top 3 results that say Google guaranteed up here. So that's the first section. So that's a very important section too, because it's pulling in your map listings into here, right? It's really important. Number 2 is going to be the ads. So they're Google ads. It used to be called the Google AdWords. Now it's called Google Ads for short. They're right below the Google local service ads. So you got one section, Google local service ads, second section, Google ads, and then you've got the Google Maps. Do you see right here in the Google Maps where it says sponsored for this listing right here? That's because this person is Google guaranteed. And so when you have a Google guaranteed Google local service ad live and verified, they will then put you at the top of the Google Maps in a lot of your service areas, which is very, very powerful for a lot more calls. So you need to do that. You need to get verified in the local service ads to help with your Google Maps as well. But this is kind of how the search results look right here. So we do have a question from Jess here. Wes, is there a way to see the keywords tied to the Google local ads? Yes. So with Google local service ads, they don't particularly target keywords. What there is inside there, once you get verified in local service ads, there's a list of categories of tree service. So it's tree trimming and pruning, it's tree removal, it's stump grinding, it's cabling and bracing, it's tree transplanting, tree planting. And then there's a other box. So you click the other box. So what we typically do is the tree trimming and pruning, the tree removal, and I wish they had an arborist category. That'd be very helpful for a lot of people that are arborists and do a lot of consulting with that, but they still don't have that category yet. So normally we're doing 3 or 4 out of the 6 categories. Most people don't want to pay for stump grinding calls because it's hard to make an ROI on stump grinding leads. But those are the sections. So you don't really target keywords with the local service ads. The keywords are more targeted inside the Google ads. You can type in keywords there. So hopefully that helps answer your question, Jeff. Let me know if you need any more clarification there. Okay, great. But that's how it impacts search results right there. So all three of these top sections on the Google search page, that's really where you're going to get pretty much the lion's share of all the calls and leads on the first page of Google. So just pay particular attention to your Google business profile on the maps and just get lots of reviews on there. If you want to sign up for Google local service ads, pretty much just go to Google and search Google local service ads, search, and there'll be a link there you can click on. This is the main link there, but it's too long. If I say it out loud, you're not going to remember it anyway. Just go search for Google local service ads and you can get signed up there. But be logged into your Google account when you do it. It makes it easier. So let me ask you guys this question. Why is your Google map listing ranked, getting your Google map listing ranked, important to you? Why would you think that that would be important for your business? And you don't have to answer if you don't want in the comment section or the chat or whatever. Just think about it to yourself. Like, why would this be important for my business? I'll show you some important reasons right now. Here's how many calls, like in a 30-day span, some of our clients, I just wanted to take a quick snapshot, of like what it looks like if you have a lot of calls coming in from the Google Maps. And these are during the busy seasons of the year, or perhaps during a storm coming through or windstorm, different things like that. It really spikes in calls because you're perched up there at the top. And then you guys are booked out weeks and weeks and weeks from there with all these calls. But this particular customer here in 1 month period got 71 calls on their Google map listing. And that's the Google business profile. That's your Google Maps. And I'm going to show you the ways you can make sure you get more calls and show more towards the top. Here's another client, 60 calls. And these are just the calls when people on mobile click that button to call the Google map listing. This is not accounting for people that click on the website, which you can see, or another 66 visitors. And on this one, 54 visitors. That probably resulted in another 20, 30 leads right there. Because once they click on your website and you have a professional website, they like the website, they're going to submit their information on the website or call you from there, as opposed to just calling the click to call button on the Google map listing. But this is just showing you the click to calls on the Google map listing. So you're talking about like 100 leads a month. If you're ranked very highly in your local area, and there's a good population, right? This doesn't work out in rural areas. I mean, if there's more cows in your local city than there are people, you're probably not going to get that many calls. But if you're in like a suburban area, or if you're in an urban market, this will be very kind of similar to what you can expect. 30 calls we see, 70 calls, 90 calls. We see that pretty often on the Google Maps. 10 critical elements to enhance conversion on your Google Maps here. So if you want your Google Maps to perform better, get Google local service ad verified, right? Those local service ads, they're just doing a lot these days, not just in generating calls, but helping your map listing. Number two, get your map listing verified. Just get on there, right? Just get on there to begin with. The Google business profile is what it's called. Third-party listings like Angie's List, Yelp, different places like that. Just make sure you've got a listing on most of those. There's a lot of listing tools. I'll show you some here in just a few minutes you can use, like Bright Local and a few other ones. And you can get listed on all these directories online that really help your local SEO presence. Organic listings. So you want to be showing up in the organic rankings below the maps too. That's kind of a signal to push your map more towards the top three, is if your website address, your website domain, your website shows up on that first page right below the maps too. If that happens, it influences your map listing moving up too. Post weekly on your Google business profile. So on the Google Maps listing, on your Google business profile, you can post on there as often as you want. What we found is posting at least once a week keeps a live post showing up on your Google business profile right there in the Google search section. And that way you've got a live post, a picture of you guys doing business, doing work. It just be a couple sentences if you want to. Hey, we're out in such and such city doing some tree trimming and pruning. Give us a call if you want to get on the schedule. Happy to help, and then a picture of you guys doing work. Something like that is sufficient, but it keeps it active, keeps things happening. Updating photos on your Google business profile. So every time you go to jobs, I would just simply take some photos with your cell phone, 5, 10 photos on a job, and just do this weekly. You don't have to do it on every job, but do it weekly, where you got pictures of your trucks, pictures of your guys in shirts, pictures of you guys wearing safety equipment, pictures of your equipment, things like that, pictures in action doing work. Just take those pictures and upload them directly to your Google business profile. Or you send them to us. If we're managing your account, you send them to us and we'll update them and upload them in there as well. Because all that activity just really helps your Google map listing stand out. And then Google starts favoring those active ones over the ones that are just sitting there doing nothing. And then get a lot of reviews on the Google business profile. Let me say that again. Get a lot of reviews on the Google business profile. This is what we've been finding has been generating the best results and the most improvement is just getting a ton of Google reviews. Once you get like 30, 50, 100 reviews on the Google Maps this is your Google business profile, it just starts happening. Like they just start pushing it up to the top because they're consistently seeing reviews being generated. They're consistently seeing 5-star ratings, and they want to show the best local service companies in those searches, right? They want to show the best ones, the ones with the most reviews and the most frequent reviews and the highest rating. So just focus on getting reviews on that thing. There's actually a little short link inside your Google business profile. If you click on reviews and you dig in there a little bit, it says get more reviews. There's a little short link you can click on and save it to your phone or something. Just text it to everybody. Incentivize your team to get reviews. Pay them $10 a review or something. Google says it has reduced fake Google map listings by 70% since 2015. This is a little outdated, this slide here, but it's still, the purpose is still the same and the message is still clear. They're trying to eliminate a bunch of the spam listings online. People just toss up like tree trimming, Chicago type listing, and it's not even a real business. They're trying to eliminate a bunch of those fake ones, and they've done a great job at eliminating those. So it just makes the ones that are the real businesses really stand out, right? If you're a real business, you'll stand out more. So that's why the reviews are critical. And then getting all of those different directory listings done, critical. But what could be hurting your rankings on the maps? Let's see what could be hurting your rankings on the maps. Maybe you've been asking yourself the question, gosh, why is my map listing 20th down from the top? It's not even ranking. Well, here's a couple of things. Your website might need the proper on-page SEO to help influence your map position. So what's written on your website, on the homepage of your website and other pages on your website, influences where the rankings of your website's going to be. It's called on-page SEO. And then also it influences where your map listing is going to rank as well. It could be that selecting correct cities and locations of areas served in your Google business profile. I've seen before where people inside their Google business profile are targeting a different city than they're even in. So sometimes that'll mess it up and generate inconsistent leads. You could have inconsistent name, address, phone number, and profile across the web. That could be part of it. Do you have enough reviews, period, across the web? So getting reviews on all the other platforms like Yelp and Facebook and your Google, all of those kind of play a factor in your overall review profile. Here's our proven formula for getting ranked in the Google 3-pack in the top 3 results. So number one, getting the reviews and getting your directory listings submitted in all of these different online directories. Number 2, getting a lot of reviews on your Google business profile. This is probably the number one thing right now is just reviews. Google wants the highest rated, most frequently rated Google Maps listings at the top. That's what they're going to put up there. So just get more reviews. And then last but not least is your on-page SEO on your website. So the words that are written on your website, Google sees every single word. So does any other search engine, DuckDuckGo, Bing, Yahoo, whatever. They read every word on the web page. So if your website's got the proper keywords, like tree trimming your city, hey, we're out here doing, we're best tree removal service company around. We service the following cities, and just all that wording tells Google what your website's about, and then that also influences your Google map listing. So number one, claim and optimize your Google business profile. First and foremost, let's get the thing verified, right? If you don't have one yet, make sure you claim and optimize your Google business profile to show up on the maps. Make sure you have a login for your Google business profile account. Update your company name to read company name. Don't add any keywords in there. Don't add like Stan's Tree Service - Atlanta Tree Removal Company. That's just trying to do a keyword stuffing, and sometimes Google will suspend those. So just be careful about that. Add your website address. Make sure you get your website address link in the bottom in that info section, because that, again, Google crawls the website that's attached to the Google business profile, and they read the content on those pages. Use a local number. You don't want to use an 800 number on your Google business profile. It's just not best practice. It looks more local, and you get a little bit more SEO boost by having a local phone number. Use a local address. So you can use residential addresses now. Just mark it as a service area business instead of, showing the address on there. And that'll work right now. Upload photos, as many as possible. So use personal photos, pictures of yourself, the owner, the crews, the guys, your staff, the office, pictures of the trucks, your equipment, your logo, coupons, pictures of your work. People connect and resonate with other people. So the point here is don't just put stock photos on there and just, photos of just trees and stuff. Make sure you got pictures of you guys in there, pictures of the guys, the crews, and everything else. And also list your hours of operation and services offered, and put in your service area cities. So claim and optimize your Google business listing. And so what you'll see is once you get verified, you'll see your Google business profile here on the maps. So this is where you now are managing your Google business profile. It's actually on the search results page, as opposed to the Google My Business dashboard like it was in the past. So you've got your Google business profile here. You can edit your profile here with this button. You can read all of your reviews and get the Google short link for reviews for texting and things like that, texting it out to clients there. You got messages if you've enabled that for your Google business profile. You can add more photos here. This performance is basically the old insights where it used to tell you the insights. Now it just says performance. This is advertise. If you want to set up Google's crummy smart campaign ads, I wouldn't advise on those. They're not very targeted at all. Edit products. This is if you're kind of an e-commerce store, things like that. Edit services where you can add more services. Bookings if you're doing your calendar or syncing it up with your calendar here. Calls, this will show you the calls that are coming in. And then this is a questions and answers if people do have a lot of questions, but it's all basically on the search page. So that's what I was talking about before. When you log into your Google business profile now and you go click on the button to manage it, it opens up in a new tab, and it'll basically just be the Google search page, and you'll see your Google business profile over here to the right. And then you'll see all the options over here in the middle of the page. So that's how it looks these days. But you can click on performance, and then you can do an overview, and you can sort by, how many calls you've gotten, how many messages you've gotten, directions, website clicks, and all that. And you can sort by the month, this year, those types of things. So the best practices for your Google business profile these days is update your photos and add them on a consistent basis. So just constantly be uploading photos on there. Leverage good Google posts by posting at least once every 30 days. You want an active post on there. I would say once a week, at least twice a month, but at the bare minimum every 30 days. Get consistent reviews. So the more reviews you get, the more higher rating you have, just tells a story that you're a really good tree service business owner. When all else is equal, who is Google going to rank on the maps? The one with the most reviews, the most photos, the most activity on that thing. That's what they want to do. They're going to prefer that one. Answer questions that get posted. So there's a frequently asked questions section too, a questions and answered area. And you can actually answer people's questions like, hey, what's the average cost of tree trimming? You could put, $500 or $700, whatever, or you could put it case by case basis. We have to come out and take a look. Whatever the answer is, you can put it in there, and respond to reviews with positive comment. Hey, Nancy, thank you so much for giving us a 5-star review. We really appreciate your business. Thanks. That type of thing. I mean, just anything to kind of respond to the reviews is also a good indicator that you care about your Google business profile. Number 2 on the list of 3 things that are the most important is build citations and consistency with name, address, and phone number. So you want to get listed in all those online directories. And we can't go through all those today. There's hundreds of them online, but any of the tools that you can use like Bright Local or any of the other ones, they've got a list of all the important ones. You go there, subscribe to it. Yext, there's a couple of different ones you can do. We do this for our clients as well, but getting listed in all those directories just kind of builds your profile on the internet, right? And if all these different directories have the same consistent information about your business name, your phone number, your website address, and all that stuff, then it just looks really good. And Google starts pushing up your Google map listing because they see consistent information about your business across the internet. So you want consistency of the name, address, phone number, website address, and then limited duplicate incorrect business information. So that's really important too. And it's really just all these different directories. I mean, there's so many of them, Kudzu, Dex, super pages, hot pages, white pages. There's so many of them. It's crazy, right? Angie's List, all of that. So pay attention to the data aggregators. So those citation companies that I was telling you about before, that'll get you in all the directories. Most of those are connected up with these data aggregators, and it'll help you with the SEO as well. So some of the best tools to get those directories done, again, it's like Bright Local, Advice Local, White Spark is another one, Moz Local, Yext. Some of those will help you get listed in all the important directories and make sure you get a profile online. That's if you're going to do it yourself. But best practices, most of them will just instantly get verified on those directories, but some of them are manual and you've got to take a phone call, get a code and punch it in. So manually claim and optimize Google My Business, which is your Google business profile these days. It's what it's called. Use a tool like Yext for direct API to 50 of the top citations that you need to be on and get listed in major data aggregators. Leverage a tool like Bright Local, Citation Finder or Whitespark or something like that to find niche listing opportunities where you can actually get listed in niche related directories, some sort of like tree related or gardening or some sort of green space directories. Those really help too, because then they look more pertinent to like your business as a tree service company. But these are some of the directories as well. So number 3, which is in my view these days, pretty much the most important thing Google's going off of is the reviews, right? And not only does getting a lot of reviews help your Google map listing, your Google business profile show up at the top more often, but it also helps your Google local service ads because they're going to kind of throw in the main ones that have the most reviews and the highest rating in the top 2 or 3 results as well. So not only do you get a bump in the Google Maps by getting a bunch of reviews, but you also get a bump in the local service ads, the Google guaranteed ads by getting a ton of reviews. So the reviews pay dividends. I mean, huge dividends. If you have time to just educate your staff, your office people, if you're the office person, that's fine. Whatever, your crew, you could incentivize them, pay them for every 5-star review they get in the field, 4-star review, whatever. Every review they get, just incentivize them to do it, and they'll continue to do it because if you can get 5 to 10, 15, sometimes we have clients getting 20 reviews in a month, those really add up. And if you think about it, after 6 months, you got 100 reviews. After a year, you might have 150, 200 reviews. And if you just keep doing that consistently, gosh, it really, really helps everything you're doing online with marketing. But positive reviews, like just for example, is one of our clients, they got a 4.9 rated tree service company with 108 reviews. But you want reviews like this. These guys are absolutely the best around. Not only did they come out same day to give me a quote, they were able to schedule my services within a week or so. I actually had to ask them to give me a month since I didn't expect them to be so fast. So that's a very positive review, right? Here's another one. I love this company, quick, reliable, and well-done service, friendly and knowledgeable employees. While working on my mom's tree, they found another tree that had problems and took care of it the same day. And the owner responded back, "Thank you. We appreciate the kind words and happy we could help quickly." So just all these reviews tell a story about your business, and you want to tell the story without having to talk to people and tell the story. They can see the story online because people are reviewing your business constantly, and you have a very professional response. And it gives people that warm and fuzzy feeling that they're going to be calling a tree company that actually cares, because this tree company's got tons of 5-star reviews. They care about making the customer happy, and they thank them for their business publicly on the Google review. So it's really, really helpful to keep responding to those things. So strategy for driving consistent reviews. So with our program, it comes with a Google review tool to help you get more of those reviews. And there's lots of tools out there that you can use. Use something, because the tools really do help. Now, there's also the little link you can get inside your Google business profile. You have nothing else, use that because you can at least text it to folks. But leverage tools to request a review after every service call, every job, right? It just really, really helps. Or incentivize your team to do it. Leave a printed review card, like a QR code. Maybe you print out 1,000 of these little cards that has like your name, your logo, and we really appreciate your business. It would really help us if you could scan this QR code and give us a quick review online on Google. And then somebody scans the QR code after you leave, and they can literally pulls up your Google business profile, and they can just literally leave the review right there. That would be very powerful if you could just print out a bunch of those and leave them behind every time you do a job. Train your crews to plant the seed and deliver a world-class experience so that you do get the review in the first place, and incentivize them to get reviews. I talked to a tree service company in Texas. I can't remember what city it was, maybe 2 to 3 months ago. And they had like 700 reviews on their Google business profile. I said, "Man, how do you get that many reviews?" He said, "It's simple. I pay every one of my crew in the field." I think he had like 3 crews, but every individual worker in any of the crews gets incentivized $10 for every 5-star review they get in the field. So he says, if I get 50 reviews in a month, I'm happy to pay out $500 to these people that get the reviews for my company, because it pays off, because I get ranked in the maps more, I get more leads, I get ranked in the local service ads. I goes, you're exactly right. So I thought that was a very good share. Something I wanted to add to this presentation today is, just incentivize your team to get the reviews, right? I mean, if you incentivize people, they'll do stuff sometimes. Make a call after the service to walk them through the review process. Hey, just want to make sure you get our text message about leaving us the Google review. It helps us out so much on the internet. If you can just leave us a quick 5-star review about your experience, we really appreciate it. And then most people will do it, or you can let them know it's coming, and then they know they're getting the text message, and then therefore more likely to give the review because they know it's coming from you guys. Build reviews and recognition into your company culture. Make sure just build it into your team meetings. Hey, let's focus on getting Google reviews this week. I want to get 10 reviews this week. I want to incentivize everybody. And so maybe in your team meetings or before the day meeting, you can start letting people know this is what we're looking to do, right? So best tools for review automation. You got like Nearby Now is one of them. There's Birdeye, there's Service Titan, Review Buzz, Customer Lobby. There's a bunch of them out there, right? And we have our own specific tool that we configure for each one of our clients as well, that's specific for the tree service space, and it works really well. So anything you use, just make sure it follows up with them a few times, because that'll help convert more of them. And then number 4, last but not least, on the spoke of things that will basically help your Google map listing rank. When I was talking earlier about on-page SEO, I was talking about things that are written on your website to help influence your Google map listing. And you can see, like in their location area, let's say in the footer of your website, you've got contact us and you've got your actual physical address in the footer. Google crawls and scans the footer of your website to know what the address is. So therefore, the Google map listing address will also sync up with the address you have on your website. And that just holds a lot of weight with your local SEO. So that's super important. It's a good signal to Google. And then also you can do your Google business profile embed. So you can have a little embedded code that literally shows your Google map listing on your website as well. That's another signal to tell Google, hey, this particular website is synced up with this Google map listing. And we actually do this with our press release syndication service as well on the website to help with more SEO. But that's one of the things you do. The next thing you want to do is, let's say you're on the home page of a website. This particular client is in Memphis, Tennessee. If you see right here, like the main first H1 header is locally owned and operated tree company in Memphis, Tennessee, right? That tells Google this is a tree company in Memphis, Tennessee. So that Google's going to know this website needs to rank for tree service Memphis, Tennessee. Also, what it does, it tells your Google business profile on the Google Maps, since this is the website link in your Google map listing, that your map listing is about tree service in Memphis, Tennessee. Also, you selected the category for Memphis, Tennessee, and the service area, Memphis, Tennessee, in your Google business profile service area, right? So all these little things add up to consistency with your area that you want to cover, and that's going to, more than likely get you guys ranked in the maps. So also, if you can see right here, like when you open up a website, you can usually see the title of that page. That's called the SEO title tag of the page. And so you want the keyword in the title tag of your page that is also crawled and scanned, and Google picks up on that, and then also helps influence where your map listing ranks. So I just wanted to show you what the on-page SEO optimization is, kind of a basic overview of that. We go through that more in detail. I did a webinar about a month ago. I think it's the new SEO plan for tree service. And you'll see it on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out, or it's on the podcast if you just want to listen to the audio. But we go through an in-depth on-page SEO strategy on that one. But I just wanted to show you kind of the general overview of getting ranked on the maps there. So that's our proven formula to getting ranked in the 3-pack of the maps. Again, if you have any other questions, pop them in the chat or the questions and answers section. Happy to answer those for you. If you have a quick question, no problem, pump it in there. Happy to jump on there and answer it for you. So the proven formula for getting ranked in the 3-pack is on these directories. You want to get listed in all the online directories, number 1. You want to also get consistent 5-star reviews, 4-star reviews at the minimum on your Google business profile all the time. You can't get enough reviews, right? There's some tree companies out there, home service companies with thousands and thousands of Google reviews. The more you get, the better. That's just the way the algorithm works. The more reviews you get, the more they start pushing up your review, your Google map listing, because they want to show the best tree service companies in front of people doing those searches, if you think about it. And then also, last but not least, you got to work on your website wording and the content that's written on your website, which is what Google then picks up and then influences where your Google map listing is going to rank. It kind of just tells the whole story there. So here's what our clients have to say. I'm not going to read all of these. We get testimonials all the time, and we've got a lot of video testimonials. We've got them on the website. You're more than welcome to go see those. treeservicedigital.com/testimonials. We've got several video testimonials and, different written testimonials and stuff like that. So here, I'll read one of them to you guys. With Tree Service Digital, it seems like they have a full grasp on the tree service marketing side for the internet. And we have seen an increase in sales since we started working with them. Our online presence is a lot more professional. I would highly recommend them, just not in my area. Don't worry, Hampton. You guys got it buttoned up over there in your area. So there's a bunch more reviews on our website if you care to go check those out, /testimonials on the Tree Service Digital website. It's like we got a question here. So the question is, thanks for asking your question, actually. Why does Google ask for a video to get verified as a listing? So what they've done is they made a few changes, and one of them is actually a great change. I'm glad they did it. You can actually get your business registered now at a residential address. You just have to mark it as a service area business where it doesn't show the address, the street address on the listing. So mark it as a service area business. What they then require is, it's kind of like haphazard. You don't know which one they're going to do, but you go submit it for verification. You fill out the business name, the address, the phone number, the website, and hit submit for verification. And they're either going to send you a postcard in the mail, or they're going to scrap that and turn it into video verification. They send you an email and say, hey, we need a video of your equipment. And that's actually easier because you don't have to do a video of your office with the inside of the office, with a video of the suite number, video of your sign on the door and all that stuff, right? That was tough because a lot of people run their business out of their house. So what they've done is if you do a residential address, they will ask for video verification. And from there, just take a video of like your trucks. It probably helps a little bit if you have a sign on your trucks or if you have a truck wrap, because then it's pretty much brain dead simple. Like, this is XYZ Tree Service that's trying to get verified here. Because if you just have blank trucks with no lettering on it or no little magnetic sign at least, then Google really has no way to know if that's actually your equipment or not, if you think about it. So it's better to have at least a sign on the side of the door. A wrapped truck is better, but just take a quick video, a couple of minutes, going around showing your chipper truck, your bucket truck, your estimating trucks, whatever. And then that usually will suffice in getting the Google business profile listed. So hopefully that answers your question there. Thanks for asking it. That is a good question. That's actually a change that's happened over the past 12 months. And we're seeing a lot of people get verified now at a residential address. So that wraps up today's webinar and training. If you got any other questions, feel free to go ahead and post them before we jump off. But if you guys want a free online marketing plan review, happy to do that. We do this for tree service companies weekly. You can call our office at 770-637-3707. We'll schedule a time from there. Or you can just go to treeservicedigital.com, and there's several places on the website where you can book a strategy session at the time that's convenient for you and your team. And I'm happy to go through all that stuff with you. At that point, we'll go over kind of your competition, where you're at today, where you want to go, how we can help you get where you want to go, and kind of show you the roadmap and the game plan of getting there. Does anybody have any questions? Got a couple of minutes left. If you guys want to pop any questions in the chat or the questions and answers section. If not, that's okay too. Sincerely appreciate everybody's time, and thanks for joining today. Hope everybody has a great 4th of July coming up. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, go to Facebook and look up Tree Service Marketing Secrets. We go over a lot of exclusive content inside that Facebook group. So join that group if you have not joined yet. It's easy. You just request to join. As long as you're a tree service company, we let you right in. Check out our podcast, Tree Service Marketing Profits. And then we're also on YouTube, Instagram, and all the major social players and all that good stuff. So so glad you joined today. This is super important. We're just finding out it makes a big difference for our clients and the call volume they're getting. And again, if you want a free marketing plan review, just go to treeservicedigital.com, and happy to help you out there. Hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Listen, have fun with friends and family. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you guys next week after the 4th, and hope everybody has a great time with family and friends. Take care. We'll see you next time.